is we want to kind of change some of the brightness here. So the light is coming here and it's going to shade under here. I'm just going to make a copy or duplication of this layer just to be safe. VU for backup. I'll drop her down here, turn that one off. All right, and now we're going to use the dodge and burn tool. Now be very aware of this. One of the reasons I made a backup is when you start dodging and burning, you can kind of go overboard with this. We just want enough to make it feel like the light's coming in this direction and not this one. So we're going to do things like, for instance, go over to our burn tool, and this area here on Al, and once again we need to do this by going into the smart object. This area here, we don't want it bright. We want this to actually be darker. So to make sure that we don't mess anything up, we're going to just go over to there, and now just make a little bit of a shadow there. Maybe that's too much. All right. Same thing here. We're going to have a little bit more of a darkness under here in this area. And then see what other areas have a really strong highlight that we kind of want to pull back on. Maybe we darken these areas here. All right, and this is where a lot of your hard work is going to come to. And then now let's go over and add our highlights. So here I want this to kind of be a little bit brighter because it's kind of coming from that area. Shrink this down, a little bit more brightness on this side, a little bit, maybe a little brightness up here. Same thing, I just want to kind of make it feel like the light's coming from this area, so let's brighten up here. A little bit too much. Again, that's why you want to be careful with this, and maybe even make this a little bit larger. Just kind of brighten up this area here. Right? Okay. And then we'll save this. And it's a little bit bad. Let's just clean that up just a little bit. Remember, this is destructive, so I'm just going to blur this out just a little bit because I think I went a little bit too strong on that. All right, and save again. Close. And now, if we look, it looks like we're getting some light coming from that area. Now, I was using a levels on this, and this is the reason why this is really nice. We can always just maybe bring that level down just a little bit so it doesn't seem so annoying. All right, the last things that we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of a texture over top of this to kind of make everything feel connected, and maybe a little bit of a color section. And then we will have our image.